Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. The top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we hit week 10, and we've got a good one in
running
store
shit on Madden
between the
is OD.
Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams.
Nah, the game, it just started, but from all the other league games I done played, running
The
is
shadow's
like,
starting to get a bit
that's the
longer.
key.
Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And they'll work this down inside the 30. To the air again, Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And the Rams at 3-5, 2 games under 500. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run here with Akers. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to put it back, and that's a good first step.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
After the turnover, here's Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Calling a gain of a yard, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Murray going to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. So
how you strip on that?
With a decent return of 13. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out on the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
From the 50 at Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Stafford on 3rd down.
How the hell he get out of a block?
He's got it. And he's got some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. And it'll be intercepted.
Buda Baker.
Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, Brent, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
To throw is Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. We're scoreless after 1.
I guess it happened today.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Murray gets this one to Isabella. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Draymond stole up on Jordan Poole.
Because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 39, Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Touchdown, Cardinals. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Was lumped up out there.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Yo. What y'all on?
I'm whooping Phil last right now in the league.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
On second and a long way to go. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Okay. Zero. Hey, middle.
Here's Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen.
Oh,
They were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line. Snapping it from the 40.
Score, bro.
Trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover, put your defense in a bad spot.
no gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cards are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we're having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Stafford. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Philip Fisher.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
Yeah. It ain't fun.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals take a 3-touchdown lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0.
I've been playing slow drills. This nigga asked me, can I turn on Chew Clock? Bro, it's only the second quarter.
To kick. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring
the only reason why we playing though, because I got a Dell game for Kyler Murray, so he can become the X Factor. I am. He already got 3 touchdowns. So.
At the line. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse, and this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back to throw, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him again. J.J. Watt that time able to do what he does best, and that's sack the quarterback. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. To throw is Stafford. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case, because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now it's Stafford. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the former Ram, the wk10. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber?
All right. Howard got his X factor. I'm running the ball the rest of the game.
This is exactly what I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels.
He done threw 5.
And that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled.
He asked me to turn on the goddamn 2 clock, but I'm scoring every time on the very first play.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Isabella now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspiration.
Oh, no.
It's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick, and his guys are going to take over.
So you can throw
at the
one
39-yard
turnover. That's it.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here.
That Kid Cudi shit, I've been thinking about watching it.
The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
So line of scrimmage still the 39.
I feel like I've been seeing that shit. How much more people be talking about it?
Now Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Trayvon.
Yeah, I heard it's good. Don't get me wrong. I definitely heard it. I heard it's great, to be honest.
37-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage,
79, if you don't get your big ass over there and make a block.
Splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. To throw, it's Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been.
And now here's another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it, and they'll have the ball 7-2 in the red zone at the 16-yard line. But a big
got the Rams.
lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It's certainly
Touchdown! Andy Isabella, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes this 35-0.
I wonder if he quit, do I still get like my stats and everything?
Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much.
This on Pandora. I told him just quit. I already done got my deal.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. 99 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Akers is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3, 4, 5 between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll start the drive with a give to counter. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play fake. Murray. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Here's Murray. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understand.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And, partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They played so well throughout this entire game.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run for it with Counter. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
But a good play is made on defense. Oftentimes, leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned. All the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
They'll run for it with Counter, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Stafford going to give this to Akers. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle.
I'm trying to tell you that they say you can quit, boy.
Inbounds, keep the clock running.
They ain't gonna
Just
kick
go
you
ahead
if
and
you
lead the
quit.
game out that way.
Go on with it. Hug it.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
That nigga feel crazy. He told me that he dozing off. I was like, bro, just quit. I'll talk to the committee.
This is counter. And that play
I told him that. I said,
nowhere. Losing
I already
yardage
got
back
my
near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and
This nigga
11.
why he don't want to quit though.
They stay on the ground.
Now what he was saying was like when I told him just quit, he was like, you can't quit in this league. I'm like, bro, I would tell you that like you dozing off and shit, so you just quit. This nigga act like he don't want to quit. Still, and I'm whooping his ass.
He can't. Is that a league game?
Yeah, I already done talked to
He
Mo.
can't quit.
I talked to the commissioner. They said yeah, he can quit. I texted him.
Like the boys give me 32 and realize like you can't do that same bullshit you do in a regular fucking head-to-head. You can't just call the same
Why should they
play.
stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
I'm beating this nigga 35-8. He done threw. I know Buda Baker done got like 5 picks.
Well, y'all in Savages?
Yeah.
I left that league.
Yeah, I mean, they don't really, niggas don't really even be playing. All right, there you go. He about to quit, I think. Okay.
Nah, cause I kept fucking hitting mowing them up like, hey man, I need my traits, whatever. And Mo like fucking responded late as hell.
They didn't even give me no damn traits.
That's what I'm saying. Like, young motherfuckers not carrying lead. Y'all motherfuckers want to run lead and not doing that shit right.
What? They said that I didn't meet the goal requirements. I had 4 touchdowns. I am. Right now. What's crazy is he had 5, cause he had a rushing touchdown too.
The game was dead today. Hey, were you joining any like them My Player League shit?
Nah, not yet. My player overall not high enough.
When you join one, let me know.
I run about 2-3 games in the rec if y'all boys trying to run the rec. Alright, yo. Damn, y'all niggas just fouling, man. Halliburton over here, nigga, fucking trying to foul this.